This content is for informational and educational purposes only. You should not construe any such information or other material as legal, tax, investment, financial, or other advice. Nothing contained here constitutes a solicitation, recommendation, endorsement, or offer to buy or sell any securities or other financial instruments whatsoever by Draper Gorin Blockchain, aka DGB, the presenter, or other associated parties for the content being provided. Please do your own due diligence and seek proper counsel.
Boom. Good morning. So far, it's only me waiting for Alon and anybody else who wants to come join me. If you know the link, feel free to come join. Today will be a relaxing holiday session. Apparently, I guess Alon is out for the day and probably enjoying some winter festivities. And it is me sitting here in the metaverse and on my own. Yes, we are in the DGB headquarters. If you have not checked it out before, this is the DGB headquarters. We are on the second floor where we show off some of our portfolio companies. So if you're actually wanting to find out more about these portfolio companies, you can actually come over here and click on these wonderful companies and bring up their websites and kind of see what they're doing right now, which is pretty cool. Yeah, let's accept. I don't know what's going on the website, but that's fine. You can go through and see various things. And we have music. Oh my God, it's glitching out of that. We have music provided by the wonderful Calypto. If you're not familiar with what Calypto is, let me see if there is a way that I can show you. The Winter Jazz Station. Nope, apparently it's not. So Calypto is one of our portfolio companies. Actually, listen to the Christmas jazz music on YouTube. Just look up probably Calypto Jazz or Winter Jazz. This is Winter Jazz Paris Authentic. If you haven't been here, come visit. It looks like we may have somebody else joining as a guest. Let's see. Zuda, your camera is not on or showing, but I'll let you come join me. If you want, you're welcome to come join me in the metaverse as well. Oh, man. This is acting a little buggy, possibly because I'm doing multiple things at once. So, yeah, this is the, if you have never seen it before, is the metaverse headquarters for DGB, Draper Gorin Blockchain. The metaverse is obviously pretty empty right now. The metaverse apocalypse. DGB. Anyways, happy holidays. Depending on what holiday you celebrate, whether it's Hanukkah, which is over now, or Christmas. We wish you a happy holiday from the DGB crowd. I think I will just leave this here. If the music is too loud, let me know. We do have some DGH companies in here showing as well. Go back to the second floor. Maybe we should go explore the rest of the metaverse. I don't know. We got some cool pictures there. Let's see if Zuda is going to join us. Zuda, are you joining us? I see him in the waiting room, but I don't see him be able to add him to the stage. If anybody has any topics they'd like to talk about for this wonderful holiday, shoot a chat. Let me know. Just chat. Kevin. Looks like Kevin may be out there. Nope, that was in last week. Anyways, I believe some other people may come join me. Otherwise, it's just a cool, chillaxing day in the metaverse. Metaverse has been kind of dead. You probably haven't heard a lot about metaverse lately. But we can go check out some various locations. Let's see. I'm a collaborator on this, so let me go see. I have some other properties we can take a look at as well. Let's see. I'll tell you what, we'll do a tour. I haven't gone through a whole lot before. Hey, there he is. We'll add Zuda to the stage. Come join me, Zuda. How you doing? I see a dog. Oh, on a breathing treatment right now. So I figured for the time being, I will, I guess, play with some metaverse stuff. This is actually my first property that I got into in the metaverse. And I bought this a long time ago. It was pretty cool. This is what got me into the metaverse. And I ended up putting a whole bunch of NFTs in here and music. This is one of the first music NFTs that I bought a long time ago. And I don't know if they play anymore or not. They used to. I think it referenced an OpenSea link. That would be amazing if they don't work anymore. I'm going to have to go figure out what happened. He's probably referenced something in OpenSea, and something in OpenSea's probably changed. So I'll have to go back and fix that. Crazy. Wonder if we can find Santa in the metaverse. I bet you there's some good Christmas songs. Let's see if we can find a Christmas metaverse while we're here. I kind of thought that Alon would come join me and play Roblox today or something. Let's see. So we have all of these. I don't think I have anything Santa related. Maybe in the Rainbow Room. I think there was some Christmas stuff out this way, maybe. As you can tell, this place is pretty dead these days. Oh, look. So there's a Santa outfit. There's a deconstructed Santa outfit that people can actually get. You can get the hat, the face, and the body. That was the one I was thinking of. This is the candy shop. This is actually one of my kids' property. Oh, look at that. We have a Christmas tree. I apparently designed this and built this during a time period when it was the holidays. It is amazing that we are another year has gone by. Look at that. We got a UFO in the background. I don't know if you see the UFO.
I made it to 52 of these shows or so this year.
Yeah.
I made it almost every single week.
Awesome. Well, we'll be changing up the format a little bit next year. Hopefully getting some more portfolio companies on. And getting maybe some speakers about various topics. Man, I love the metaverse, but it does really feel dead. There's like nobody around ever.
You send out a warp and people will appear.
So what?
Send out a warp.
You mean like one of those bubble things?
No, so a warp is a message that goes out globally and people will know you're online.
Oh, interesting. I'm trying to see if we can find a Christmas one. Let's find a Christmas level. There has to be some Christmas Christmas themed what do you call it? Themed metaverses, I have to imagine. No, that didn't really. Christmas tree. These are just assets. Those are Christmas assets. There should be a metaverse or something that's Christmas oriented. Have you built anything in voxels yet, Brian? No, Brian.
No, I haven't, not yet.
I'm wondering if Ryan Coop-Deville is going to join us at all. Bargain Theater.
It costs too much for a dead metaverse to build there.
Nah, it's gone way down in price. From the old days, if you go to OpenSea, I don't know what I was looking at there. We go to OpenSea and we go to voxels. Like this one right here, $113. That's not bad. I mean, compared to where they were.
How about this? You sponsor me and I'll put sponsored by on it and I'll build it.
I don't need to do that. I already own a whole bunch of them. That's actually not a
Doesn't
bad.
hurt to try, man.
It's actually not a bad price though. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a waterfront property. The only problem is I don't need more property. I've got like 12 of them. I do like that.
And I've seen at least 6 of them. Your theater is nice.
My feeder?
Yeah.
What do you mean my feeder? Oh, that's not showing that property, is it?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the voxel properties on OpenSea, but like the floor right now is like 113. That's not bad. Here, since we're looking around, I'll see if we can find a Christmas one. But this was kind of a cool one. I don't know how many people have seen this. No, that's not the right spot. Oh, that's the underground church. Oh yeah. So this right here, this purple one, I made this one, but it's token gated, so you can't see it or you can't get into it unless you use the NFT. There's a certain NFT you have to have.
I like it the way it is.
You like it the way it is?
It's purple. That's so cool.
You can see it through the walls. That's funny though. You know, I don't know. I'll have to figure out if I still have the wallet to issue the NFTs out. I may have to change that one. Oh, this is really cool. So shout out to a friend of mine, Ricky Watts, that I went to high school with. He's an artist, accomplished artist, amazing artist, and these are his NFTs. Through this collaboration art studio up, I guess apparently maybe in 2023, it looks like. I made all these little heads right here, but what's really cool is, so this is the NFT right here. And what's awesome about this NFT is that I have a mirrored one. I have a mirrored one right here. And this one right here is actually painted on a 3-story parking garage wall. And if you go to the top, you'll actually see, if you go to the top, you'll actually see the grates in the parking garage. Right there. So if you're ever in the Roseville area of California, Roseville, Northern California, up by Sacramento, there's a mall called the Galleria Mall that has this piece of art painted on the wall. And that is the only physical copy. And then this is the NFT version of it. Pretty kind of cool. And it looks like a lost Zuda temporarily. Yeah, if you haven't ever checked out Waffles, it's a very fascinating and interesting place to explore with a lot going on. Yes, maybe single-handedly we can bring back the metaverse today. It does appear pretty dead though. But it's a relic in time. It really is. Look at this meta estate. Oh, I remember. Hey, look, I know where we're at. Oh, I didn't realize I'm that close. So, fascinating thing. This building, I actually designed and built this and flipped this in the last cycle. And actually just ended up selling this to a DAO, which apparently hasn't really done anything to it. There we go. Apparently it really hasn't done anything to it. Pretty cool piece though. And that is now owned by somebody else. And there's got a whole bunch of artwork in here.
So you saw my chief vibe officer was on earlier.
Yeah, I did. I saw you, Chief Vibe Officer. Your dog.
You posted some pictures of some dogs as your chief vibe officers. Are those your dogs?
Possibly.
On Twitter a few weeks ago, you posted some colorful dogs.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it right to claim ownership over a dog?
Well, okay, shepherds, guardians.
Guardian, yes. I may be the guardian of those crazy dogs. I will not. Yeah, I don't know. They're kind of crazy. They may not be mine though. They may be in my household under my supervision, but the guardians are possibly another.
Okay,
Funky.
but yeah, no. Hawaiian. The way they say owner is they don't call themselves owners. They call themselves guardians of the dogs and animals.
Yeah. Wow, look at that. Boxes is freaking out, man. Oh, there we go. And we're back. Something didn't
I'm just getting out the door right now. So
you're getting out the door?
Yeah.
Well, have a good day.
Oh no, I'm staying on. So my phone dies anyways. Yeah. Okay. All right, 1 second.
Okay, let's see if there's an airplane here. Oh, there it is. What's the sign say? An airplane. The regulators are coming. And they came and went. So sponsor Threshold TBDC. Shout out to Threshold. This is Satoshi Bowles. All right, let's find a Christmas spot. There should be a Christmas spot somewhere. What the hell? It's so fascinating, just like going around checking out places. You just get lost in this place. All right, there has to be some Christmas place though. Let's chat. Locations, map, parcels. Sort. I guess I could. Those aren't really sorted very well. Huh. Why does it only look up assets? Maybe if I click on home. Popular. Art blocks. Did I lose you, Zuda? Yeah, I lost Zuda. Okay, let's see. If anybody has a place to visit, let me know in the chat. I'd be happy to visit. I'm just kind of hanging out today. I was in a couple rooms this morning just listening to people. Are people giving out Bitcoin for Christmas? What are you doing? Oh, look. This isn't nouns. This is Ganars. Nice. NFT bar NARS and nouns. I actually have a few NARS. That's very cool. I did not know that they had a place in voxels.
Defining nouns is a tricky question. One way I get people's attention is I say that we've sold over $100 million worth of NFTs, and then they say, what are you going to do with the funds? And I say, creative.
So surprisingly, enough people really gotten into NARS. NARS are definitely cheaper than nouns. And I think they support skateboarding too. So.
I'm Gami from NounsDAO and also the founder of NarsDAO.
Nice.
So I started Nars as just like an art project. There was such a community that I thought it needed to be a DAO. So I made a proposal to NounsDAO and they gave us 69 ETH to get started.
Wait. Love it. So this is where the metaverse gets cool, right? Being able to share stuff where people come and watch. That's cool. I'll study that now. Here. That's cool.
NounsDAO skater by helping me with a travel budget. By funding our skate tours. Making like unique creative art.
By helping fund film projects that need
All right, so we can play in the metaverse, or we can look at concentrated liquidity pools. So you can tell this place looks pretty dead. Well, there's definitely some cool stuff. No, I like this idea. Putting on the DGB Show right here in the metaverse. That's kind of a cool idea. Maybe we can use this for Ellipto. It's kind of a cool idea. Yeah, I don't know. There's obviously not anybody around. All right. Can you find some Christmas events? What events have been happening lately? All right, not much there. Collections, islands, parcel. All right. Well, we can pause on this, I guess. Let's talk about something else. If I stop the screen share on this and I share something else, where do you think Bitcoin is going? Let's just share. We'll do this. So I don't know if you're following the Bitcoin charts. We've kind of got Bitcoin down, what, at 87,773. Pullback right now, we're looking on a weekly chart. I've got a whole bunch of old things drawn on here. Daily, we had some signals here, which are not good, but we are seeing some resistance right in this price range of 84, so that's good. We are going to be watching though on the weekly chart. What we're watching on the weekly chart is right here and how long we stay around this area. The good thing is we're holding up above this. This is the 50-week, I think. So this is the so the 50-week is this one. This is the 100-week moving average. So as long as we remain above the 100-week moving average, that's pretty good. We can see what happens when we do cross the 100-week moving average, but we didn't really have much of a sell-off when that happened. But that was further back down here, so it'll be curious to see if we continue to move further, and then whether we get this situation. I'm of the opinion that I think we move back up, but I think we get a lot of the sideways movement going up. I think we're still a long ways from crossing this. If we do, that would be pretty bad. So interesting times in the crypto space. Not a whole. I mean, we're seeing some good resilience and support. Haven't gone up. I like to look at the ETH to BTC ratio. Let's see, ETH to BTC ratio. This is the one I like to look at just because I'm in both ETH and Bitcoin. And if you've ever heard me talk about concentrated liquidity pools, I like concentrated liquidity pools. And, you know, like this right here is a sign of weakness. Like we were in here quite a bit this year from what, January all the way into August. So a good half of the year, ETH has been trading down against Bitcoin pretty bad. It's starting to pick back up, but we're seeing this trend line where it's starting to go down again, which to me is not necessarily a good thing. We are having this, we're on the weekly chart, and so this trend line is moving down. We're probably going to converge here, and then hopefully this 50-week moving average crosses the 108-week moving average, and maybe we see a little momentum. But we can see through this right here that we have a large concentration of ETH in this area against Bitcoin. Of course, we're looking at ETH against Bitcoin in this. Here on the daily chart, saw a little bit of a run up. It's kind of slowing down, so we are getting some. Sadly, I would say ETH has been kind of a laggard this whole entire cycle almost. Everybody's been playing over on Solana. It seems like meme coins. You have like ETH never really got back above its previous high, which is kind of sad. But there's been a lot, you know, there's been a lot of positives. Well, there's been a lot of L2 developments on ETH. And a lot of the flows have gone there. But the thing is because of all the L2 traffic, you really don't need as much ETH. And it's fine. And I've always said that ETH should be seen and treated as gas. And so if you consider your hardware wallet, right? Let's say your hardware wallet is like your car on the network, right? And in order to drive your car around, you need gas. It's not like you store a whole bunch of barrels of gas in your backyard. You simply buy enough gas to transact, right? And so in that situation, it's the same thing. If you're transacting on Base, you don't need a lot of ETH to transact in Base. And it's actually more likely that you might hold stable coins or some Bitcoin exposure on Base. Maybe you're holding USDC and you're keeping just a little bit of ETH just to do some transactions. There are protocols out there where, like for example, there's protocols out there like share. Switch. Okay, yeah, it does. Cool. So there's protocols out there like BP.finance, BP.finance. I don't know if I'll be able to go in, or I don't have a wallet on this computer. But if you go to bp.finance, you can go and scroll through various vaults. Let me just find something. Let's find one on some base. Let's go base, right? And I don't know. I like to pick something normal. Okay, we'll just do, these are CLM pools. CLM pools you gotta kind of know, gotta understand before doing it. But let me just give you an example. One of the cool things with this is like you can go in, and this is not an endorsement of the product. I'm just giving you an example. But like this is single-sided, so people can deposit and withdraw in just USDC, which is kind of cool. So the reason I'm showing this is we're getting to a period where you don't have to hold a bunch of ETH. You can just hold dollars and enter into pools with dollars and exit pools with dollars. And so realistically, the only thing you're holding ETH for at that point is so that way you can pay the gas fee. And some of these chains and some of these wallets are actually making it so that way you can pay your gas fees in USDC. So we're getting into an interesting point where, okay, if you no longer need Ethereum, the gas fee, it makes sense that the token value would necessarily fall because the demand's falling. Now, granted, there is absolutely just some demand for Ethereum in supporting the network, right? If you're wanting to run a node, and then there's some inflation rewards associated with that kind of are offset by the burning of ETH on the mainnet, but it kind of balances out, and so because of that, I think we haven't seen a lot of demand for ETH that's driving it up, past where we were last time. Plus, not only that, there's also this utility aspect. The higher ETH price goes, the more expensive it gets to use the chain. So it's actually an inverse, inverse relationship. Like you don't want ETH going up if you're actually using the chain because it gets way more expensive to use every time you're using it if your gas prices up. And so it's actually advantageous to the chain for the chain token or the gas token to actually be cheaper if you're using that chain for commerce. There's all sorts of stuff that you can do. I don't know if people are aware of it. If you're trying to get staking rewards, one of the solutions that you can do is go to CoinGecko. And through CoinGecko, as we can see, there's something called wrap staked ETH. And wrap staked ETH represents a wrapped version of staked ETH. So if you're staking your ETH, you're getting a reward. If you have wrap staked ETH, the reward is wrapped within the token, kind of like it's wrapped in the token. And so the value accumulates over time. So if I go and show you this against ETH, we'll see that the price gradually goes up against ETH. And that's because it is the underlying asset of wrap staked ETH is actually holding the value accrued through the staking reward over time. And so the relationship between it and regular ETH price is going to constantly gradually grow over time because of that interest. And so if you're bullish long-term ETH, you might hold something like wrap staked ETH. And then there's other things that you can do with that, which are really cool, such as building liquidity pools and maybe pairing a wrap staked ETH with a wrapped version of Bitcoin or whatever. So there's that, and I feel like I'm dying on a vine here. There's just so many things I can talk about. I literally could talk about crypto all day long. If I only knew what people wanted to hear. I was kind of hoping somebody would want to join me as a guest. And I'm not even seeing any of the chats or anything. But I would have Alon or even somebody else. Looks like Zuda even dropped out at this point. So we may just call it an early show today unless I get somebody like Nate to join me. Let me see where Nate's at and see if he's joining. Join? Let me ask Nate if he's joining. I'm gonna ping Nate real quick. Yeah. Let's see if we can get a good discussion going. I was kind of thinking about having. I was thinking more of having a discussion with people, not realizing I would be on here myself this morning. Tell you what, I'm gonna show. I don't know if anybody's played with Suno. I love making music, so been enjoying made some holiday music as well. I don't know if you've tried AI music. Some people don't like AI. I'm been kind of a fan if anybody's followed along for a while. And there's some cool stuff you can make. So let's see if we can try that. Unfortunately, I don't know if that's playing the music audio or not. I don't think it is. Let me remove and add it back. Let's do that. Share screen.
That everyone's here.
All right, we'll just start from the beginning. I don't know how well it plays.
On the window, lights on the tree. Everyone's closer than they used to be. Christmas feels like home when we're sitting here, laughing slow, letting go. Glad that everyone's here. Candy canes waiting by plates on the side. Mint chocolates melting as stories collide.
I wish we had more people interacting today.
Us feels like home. Soft and
Any comments?
just passing
Would you like
time,
to see
one
55?
smile at a time. Holding hands, no rush tonight. No place to go, just breathing in this gentle glow.
All right.
Gingerbread
Well,
houses,
it seems like everybody is out for the day,
games on the table,
the holiday.
burn
Hopefully
as
Christmas
we
is
play.
good for you. I know Santa Claus
Christmas
will be bringing
feels
me
like home by the
DJI
trees warm light.
to
Quiet
do some
year by year,
people.
everything feels right. Snow
Anyways,
keeps falling.
I'm going to sign out and say thanks for watching for the short period of time that I was on today, showing off the metaverse, looking at some price figures. I hope everybody's having a wonderful holiday and a wonderful Christmas. Thanks for joining us on the DGB Show. Hopefully next year we plan to have more people on. If you're interested in being on the DGB Show and talking about various things, reach out, let me know. Potentially like to find some great guests. If you have an idea or a company, and you are looking to find a VC, feel free to reach out to us at DGB DGB.VC, and we would love to talk to you. And thank you very much for joining the show and being with us this year. And we probably have one more show before the end of the year. And then we'll be wrapping up. Anyways, I wish everybody a very Christmas. If you didn't see the sweatshirt, and thank you, and have a wonderful big holiday time. Take care. Cheers.